And breaking tonight, firefighters continue to battle several wildfires in the Los Angeles area, killing several and forcing thousands to leave their homes. We start tonight with team coverage. Our Jeff Harris spoke with a Los Angeles County resident after losing his home in the middle of the Pacific Palisades. Then meteorologist Chase Thomason explains how high winds are fanning the flames. But first, Ryan Smith joins us at the live desk with the new evacuation orders underway right now. Ryan?
Breaking new details here tonight, Dee. Just another night in L.A. and yet another wildfire has erupted. This time it's called the Kenneth Fire. It's already burned through about 1,000 acres so far in just a matter of a couple hours. And tonight, all in, more than 180,000 people across L.A. County now under those mandatory evacuation orders. Take a look at these satellite images here showing the devastating before and after caused by the Palisades and Eaton fires. More than 10,000 buildings are destroyed so far. At least 7 people now confirmed dead, and officials now warn, sadly, that they expect that number to rise. Drone video here showing us another vantage point of all the destruction, this specifically in the Pacific Palisades. More than 17,000 acres there have burned so far. And just for a little bit of context here, that is slightly larger than all of Manhattan, which is about 15,000 acres.
Everything I've ever worked for my entire life was there. My work equipment, my brother's ashes, my daughter's mementos, my keepsakes, my deceased mother's photos and belongings that she passed down to me. It's all I have.
In addition to the property and human cost, we're now learning a new estimate just released by J.P. Morgan Chase tonight, putting the economic losses here a staggering $50 billion. President Biden now vowing the federal government will cover 100% of the cost over the next month and a half.
Our team coverage continues. Joining us now is meteorologist Chase Thomason from our station in Salt Lake City. Chase, obviously, you know this is a dynamic situation. Ryan just mentioned another wildfire, and there's a real focus, we know, tonight on those high winds. What's the latest on that front?
And we're now on day 3 dealing with these Santa Ana winds, and fire danger remains critical around the LA area because these wind speeds are increasing for tonight. Now by tomorrow, those winds will stay breezy, but it's still very dry, but not as gusty. Still elevated fire danger around LA, but east of portions of Oceanside and San Diego towards the foothills and the mountains, still critical fire danger. Part of the problem is, especially around the LA area, we've only had about a quarter inch of rain over the last 8 months. So it's been extremely dry with severe drought conditions from San Diego to LA. Those wind speeds near the foothills and over the mountains could gust to 40 to 50 miles per hour. To put that in perspective, Tuesday night into Wednesday morning, that same area had winds gusting to 80 to 100 miles per hour. So it's not as strong. The worst of the winds are over, but it's still quite gusty. You can see those winds right there. Pine Valley gusting to 75 miles per hour. That is just east of San Diego. Now, by tomorrow evening, those wind speeds will finally relax. Light winds in the mountains, the foothills, and in the lower valleys towards the ocean. Those winds, though, are still out of the north. They finally change direction, though, by Saturday, and they stay light through the weekend. So here's what it looked like, though, throughout the day on satellite. You can see all that smoke coming from those fires. So not only are we dealing with critical fire danger, but also the worst air quality in the entire country right now around the LA area, with that fire burning just to the north and just to the west of LA. We have an area of low pressure producing snow over Oklahoma and Texas, high pressure to the west. That is a recipe for these very strong winds with this clockwise rotation around a high, counterclockwise around a low. Those winds get funneled through the canyons, they accelerate, and that's why we had, now again, day 3 of Santa Ana winds. We'll have one more day, then finally by the weekend, this high and this low moves out of the area, and we'll see those lighter winds.
Couldn't come soon enough. Meteorologist Chase Thomason, thank you for that update. And officials are warning of severe consequences for anyone trying to loot properties affected by the wildfires in Los Angeles County. Authorities say at least 20 arrests have been made since the fires broke out Tuesday. They expect that number to go up. The LA County Sheriff says he's directing his department to charge thieves and looters with felonies if they're caught in evacuation zones. Deputies will continue to be stationed at road closures and provide security to try and prevent crimes.